Hey YouTubers, welcome back. I told you I'd be back, yes, and I'm here. Hi. I have the clarity and I'm going to tell you all about it, but first and foremost, I want to thank every single one of you who have reached out to me. It is much appreciated. Thank you for all of your messages also. I am trying to respond to every single person, so if I didn't get back to you, don't think that I'm ignoring you. I've just been super busy. If you have ordered a reading with me, it is a 3 to 7 day turnover because I am getting booked, okay? So if you want a reading, submit it as soon as possible. The website link is in the Dropbox, okay? It'll walk you through all of the steps in order to get into queue to have your reading delivered to you, okay? The reason I'm saying this is because you have to understand something. I'm an energy reader, okay? Just as I explained before about your energies getting drained, my energies, I can only do so many readings a day, plus everything else that I, do on a personal level and in regards to, being a life coach. So, I have a certain schedule that I stick to. So I do so many readings a day based on my energies. So I'm very meticulous about that because I want to make sure that I'm directly connected. And the thing is like I told you, I really don't need cards. I don't need them. And it's because I can connect to energies at any point in time, anywhere, with anyone. So what does that mean? I mean, if you haven't figured it out yet, I can connect to anyone's energies anywhere. So yes, I can connect to dead people. Do I do that often? Oh, I just got straight on Goosies because I really don't feel like going into that realm right now. But can I do that? Yes. Have I? Yes. I don't put that out there as one of my services, like on my website. Reason being is because that is something that takes a lot of energy, okay? And it takes a lot of, how do I put this? Do I want to say focus? It takes a lot of clearing your energies first, entering in, and when you come out, it's a whole other clearing. Because when you enter into that energy realm, there's a lot of vulnerable energies there that want to attach to you because they want either to return. I know it sounds nuts, but it is what it is, okay? You have to follow me here. Your energy too. Shut your freaking eyes. None of this is real. If it wasn't for your vision itself, you wouldn't know that anything around you exists. That's the truth, right? If it wasn't for your senses, you wouldn't. This human portal that you're in, there are people here born without certain senses, so they never experienced that. But if it wasn't for your vision itself, you wouldn't know that the world created around you even existed, okay? So on a conscious level, you're always existing, okay? So that's why, people are like, oh, are ghosts real? I'm like, well, the whole ghost thing, and I always say this to little kids, and they think it's so funny, is because they'll ask about that, or they'll be like, I heard a noise, or, kids are really sensitive to that stuff, right? And I always say, well, what makes you think that you're not banging around somewhere they're existing? And they laugh, and that makes it funny, not scary, right? Why? Fear embedded in everyone. Why? Control. That's what's been controlling you your whole life. Narcissistic abuse. Everybody suffers from it. Different levels, different forms. Always intentions. What are you putting out? Are you a bad person or a good person? It is that simple, yet very complex based off of programming. So, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I noticed I had close to 700 subscribers in the past 2 days. That's super amazing. Welcome to everybody. But what you must understand about me is that I'm not just a reader. but I am also someone who heals this, okay? Because this thing up here is the only thing that is your enemy. The enemy lives in here, okay? It's internal. It's an internal energy that was programmed based off of belief systems. Okay, none of this is real. I will always say that because it's not. Only your beliefs are real, okay? That's what's conflicting here. So what? What do you do about that? Well, you got to start shifting your beliefs. How do you do that? By stop using other people as your focal point to the reason why you feel anything, because that's where it all started. So we go back to where it all started and we start to shift that. That's my purpose. But I'm also an energy reader. I'm here to help. I'm here to help guide you. With that being said, I need to point this out. There's one person on here that can just go ahead and click that unsubscribe button and you know who you are, because you wanted to point out the fact that I fidget and snap my fingers. Yes, I snapped my fingers, got your attention, didn't I? Didn't I? I do. I don't even know I'm doing it. Unconsciously, I do fidget. I have ADD like an MFer. My whole family has it, okay? Listen, it's a well-known trait that energy readers and people with heightened psychic abilities have. But then you're medicated so that you can focus on that control, right? Yeah. So listen, everything, whatever. Do I fidget? I can't help it. Do I care? No. Am I going to stop? Nah. Because 90% of the time, I don't even know I'm doing it. I don't mean to do it. It just happens. Do you go around and tell people with Tourette's to stop having Tourette's? Or people who stutter to stop stuttering? No. But, you know, this one person wants to point this out. I'm like, listen, find something better to do with your time, okay? Don't watch the videos. This is that false sense of entitlement, right? People judging others, going around telling other people and pointing out flaws. Well, I'm pretty positive that every single person in existence here more or less does something or whatever that annoys another person. Who am I to tell you about yourself? I don't care what you're doing. I don't let things like that bother me. I just don't. So, will I call people out when they want to make comments like that? You know I will. And my subscribers that have been here forever, you know that I will. Because why? Because it's rude. Because people need to be put in their place. Because I'm sorry, but you're not the only person in existence here. And where does your false sense of entitlement come from in order to point that out in another person who I'm putting my free time and energy out here in order to help others, because that's what gives me enjoyment. That I'm living my purpose. I follow my heart and I'm helping you. I don't give a shit if I'm sitting here picking my nose. Don't watch then. Again, I will share anything with you guys. Any of my experiences, I have nothing to hide from you. Everything in which I have experienced in my life got me to this point in order to help, okay? So, my hiatus video. I'm just like you, okay? Hi, I'm human. I'm a spiritual being in this human portal here, experiencing things just like you, except my purpose is what I'm doing. Everybody came here with purpose. You haven't been living your purpose. Why? This thing up here got you all screwed up, which is why you're internally fighting with yourself. I'm here to help you get out of there. I'm here to help you to get out of here. This thing up here is the devil. The devil lives in here. Yeah, those dark energies. Why is it when you, like, shut your eyes, it's dark? Yeah, because this thing up here will tell you everything that's wrong with you based off of your vision, based off of what you were taught, based off of the beliefs in there, based off of these other people that aren't reciprocating what it is that you desire. So now your worthiness is relying on other people. Your purpose is relying on others because you need validation. Why? Once you can get out of that mindset, whew, blow your own freaking mind. You think I'm joking? Do you know how many challenges I've gotten through on my freaking own? Just like the hiatus video. I got the clarity I needed. Now I'm delivering a message to you. It's called your truth path. The message this week is truth path. If you live in your truth, you're on the right path. If you're not, wrong path. Yeah. Now how do you clear that path? Well, off with their heads. Off with their freaking heads. Why do I say that? Because that's the clarity that I got. I think I made that in a few comments, like in response to a couple people. Off with the head. Why? Because the energy, and when I refer to energies at times, I'm referring to people, okay? So in this circumstance and situation, I'm referring to people when I speak of energies. These energies come onto my path constantly in order to deliver what? Perceivably unscrupulous messages that I could give a shit less about, triggering me to not understand what it is that is causing this to happen. Unnecessary. Why do you keep bringing them on my path? Get them the hell out. Because I needed to learn that I lead by example, right? So after all of the triggers that have been hitting me over the past decade and my, getting upset, crying, snapping out, needing this other person to tell me they love me, and when they didn't, I had to work harder for them to love me, that narcissistic abuse, you know what I'm saying? Here, have a piece of candy, and then they snatch it away from you, and then you cry for it. Narcissistic abuse. Okay, listen. All levels of narcissistic abuse that you could possibly think of that got me to the point where I was like dead on the floor, okay? Over a circumstance and situation where I couldn't understand what it is that I had done in order to deserve that. Then, on top of it, after getting myself out of a 12-foot ditch, crawled out all by myself, if you read my page, that quote there, that's real life, okay? That's real life. Yeah, that's a real life quote that connects directly to me, okay? It's not my quote, but it's true, okay? And I got a real twisted sense of humor. You gotta have one to survive here. You have to, okay? There's only two things I'll tell you have to do. You have to have a real twisted sense of humor just to get through the days here, because these people here are so whack. And you have to love yourself first, unconditionally. Stop putting conditions on yourself. It is impossible for you to say you unconditionally love someone if you're sitting and crying because they're not with you, but you unconditionally love them. You're putting a condition on yourself right then and there. You can't project unconditional love if you're putting conditions on yourself to feel worthy based off of another person. Yes, it's a hard concept to grasp and wrap your brain around because the frequencies have died. They did it on purpose because you're here to work for the man. No, you're not. No, you're not. Sorry. Who are they? Who are they? Do you know them? I don't know them face to face. Energetically speaking, I think I existed with them a time or two. Yeah, maybe 10. They're nuts. And they're playing world stage. Like I said before, don't focus in on one story and one person. Who's the new person now? Kevin Spacey. I mean, just take a glance. See, I knew there was something wrong with the man. Okay, but now we're deflecting the fact that he came out of the closet as being gay to deflect the fact that he molested a, 14-year-old boy or younger? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What if it was you or me, where would we be, minion? We'd be in a jail cell. Where is he? Is he in jail? Gotta pay attention. Pay attention to the world stage. If it was anybody else, you'd be in prison. Harvey Weinstein, he goes to Europe for rehab for what, 2 days? He's all better? Huh. Kiss my ass. He went there for a meeting. Come on. If you knew the core of it, and it's real, and it is nasty. You think that these stories and these books and these things and these movies are all fantasy? Whose twisted sense of humor? Because they think it's funny. They think it's funny. Their horror movies they find funny because they do that shit to people. You don't think that they do? I know they do. I can see right in there. I told you. I can connect to any energies, anywhere, anytime, any realm. You don't think that I don't know what they do? You don't think that those stories are believable? You better just sit back and ask yourself a few questions. Where'd they get the idea from in the first place in order to make some of those movies? The nasty ones Where do you think that snuff comes from? That nasty porn? They made a movie about it with Nicolas Cage in it. That was before Joaquin Phoenix was like famous. What was it called? 8mm or something? Let's be real here. Where do you think all these ideas come from? Them. They're nasty. You don't think that that shit's real? Of course it is. They're disgusting. You don't have anything to do with them. Okay? But the only thing that you need to know is to be wide awake to the world stage, okay? Because this stuff has been going on for a long time, and now it stops. But they're trying to deflect by random people being exploited. Where's the host? That's a disease that spread. Where's the host? Where did it start? Where? You think that Bohemian Grove or whatever? The places in which these things, you don't know where they are. The ones and the places you do know about, they're like, oh, okay, they can know about that. They can talk about it. We'll focus our energies there. We'll focus their energies there while we're doing stuff over here, okay? This is all distraction from the core, okay? Yes. It's going to get dug out. It is. It's necessary. It has to, okay? The energies are working that way. You and your responsibility is to wake up, stop sleeping, stop feeding lower level energies. You as an individual, when you focus your mind on the pain of this other person not being in your life, you feed that energy. You feed it. Yes, you were made to believe you don't. You were made to believe, because you're one individual being mind controlled by your belief system that was created by others, and we've just been following along. It's intolerable anymore. Nobody wants to do that. No thanks. No, it all needs to be changed and shifted. And people need to be brought into conscious awareness of how powerful this tool is that you have here, because it's been destroying your inner self for how long? This can save you or it can kill you. The choice is yours. That's the path. This up here makes your choices. It either kills you or it heals you. I'm here to help you heal it. That's my purpose. And until my existence here is complete, that is what I will continue to do. I will continue to do the readings, and I will continue to live my purpose, always and forever. But I am entitled, just like my hiatus video, to go through circumstances and situations like that and share it with you, because I'm real with it. We're all entitled to have a bad day. I'm not bionic. I'm not some person that, doesn't go through the same things that you do. I'm just living my purpose that was meant to wake up when I did. I'm wide awake. I'm woke. I don't need therapy. I don't need to do any of those things. I got some Reiki done. I'm responsible for my own healing. Do you understand that? Other healers can't heal me. It doesn't work that way. I ask you to send me positive energies because that helps cut through the bowl. And you did. And it's much appreciated. But there is no therapist, psychiatrist, or anyone out there. They never could. They never could. Even in my darkest days when I would go to other readers, could they help me? Because they block them. The only messages that would ever get through to me, which I was going to a reader who is like world renowned and he's amazing. And all he could ever tell me was that doors are opening for you. Your guides are with you. You're going to heal. And yeah, that was it. He was spot on with circumstances and situations that had already unfolded, but could he get me beyond that point? Nope. Blocked. Why? Because it's like this. Is the Matrix real? Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Is it? I told you this world stage, nothing's a coincidence. It's all design. They know all about energies. They are. You are. But which side are you on? They screwed up, excuse me, this on purpose. Control you. Get you so sleep that they just take everything over and you are now what? What are their puppets? What are their workhorses? Nah, no, sorry. Game over. No, bye. Can't. So, my awakening process was necessary to experience all the things that I did. And one day maybe I'll write a book about it if I could sit for that long in order to do it. Or maybe I'll just talk it out and have somebody else do it. I don't know. But there's so many circumstances, situations, and things that I've experienced on all levels. Corruption, coerced against, conspiracy theory. I've been conspired against. People paid to screw with me. 6 degrees of separation. You want to, yeah, all levels. How are they even connected to each other? Why is this person at this place when this doesn't even have anything to do with them? Oh, because they're part of the whole conspiracy theory. It's not a theory, it's the truth. Anything that's a conspiracy theory, I'm pretty sure you're starting to see they all are surfacing as truth. What's the new thing, JFK? Oh, people will fight that to death. I'm like thinking to myself, I'm not even going to get into it. I'm just not even going to go there with you. I'm just not even going to talk about it. It's not a theory. No, it was set up. Yeah, duh. Okay. And we need the documents in order to prove that, right? Because we need that fact-based, whatever. It's all about energy. It's all about feelings, okay? Didn't feel right. Didn't look right. You were correct. It wasn't. Was it set up? Isn't everything? I know that on a grander scale because I've had it happen to me as an individual. So I have these dirty energies come onto my path to do what? Further piss me off. Where I was like, no, screw this. I refuse on a conscious level to continuously speak truth if I'm continuously made out to be this bad, malicious liar. No. And why do I keep getting smacked in the face with the same circumstance and situation from these other people? Well, because that was the only thing that they felt they had up their sleeve in order to trip me up. Did they trip me up? No, it was necessary. It was necessary for me to do what? Face the energies dead in the face, speaking these people, because it came up again, of course, lo and behold. You want clarity? Well, I got it. And let them know. Why do you feel it's necessary for you to continuously keep bringing up this one person to me? Well, we just want you to know because, well, why? Well, because they were trying to upset me. Because they wanted to see me get upset. Because they wanted to pull me down. Because why? Because when you're living your truth and you're on your truth path and other people don't understand how you do it, it's because you're not listening to others. But then those energies build and their belief is, I can upset and get her energies all screwed up so that she feels like upset because, you know, we all have boyfriends and she doesn't, and we know that she really liked him, and, you know, yeah, of course. And I'm like this. Why? Who does that? I would never in my life do that to another person. And these are friends. The enemy comes in so many different forms now, don't they? Family, friends, brothers, sisters, cousins. Doesn't matter whether they're blood related or not. It's intention. And if there's jealousy, envy, you have to pay attention. What are the intentions? What was the intention and what was the angle in telling me that? To upset me, to make me feel bad. And it's a terrible, unscrupulous situation that unfolded that anybody with any sort of coup, so to speak, unless it was brought up by myself who had happened to speak about it, should it even be addressed? And that's what was pissing me off. Because I know where my loyalty lies, and it lies within me first. So I've always been perceived as, I guess, like a hoe. I don't know. I guess, yeah. But I'm like, well, I guess you have to like screw half the town though in order to get that label. No, you don't, I guess. I guess if you just look a certain way, they just consider you to be one. Yet you're in a establishment with a group of people, and maybe I screwed one because I was with him for 3.5 years. Yeah. The rest of them never. Did they try? Yeah, absolutely. And I was always like, no, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you, though. Thanks for the compliment, but I'm good. Thank you. Because I'm a one person type of chick, okay? Well, I am. I don't need to have 10 dudes. No, thank you. That's way too much energy to be screwing with. I'm good. One-on-one. Yep, I'm good. Loyal, all that. I don't need, I'm the last. This is why I always find this funny, because I see other people that are perceivably like Mother Teresa, right? Like they might as well be sitting with a rosary in their hand. That's the way people see them. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm sitting there with this person, right? Friends. And I do nothing and they do everything, but I, on a surface level, am perceived that way. But who are these people? I don't know. Have I done things before where it's just like, you know, whatever? Yeah, absolutely. Like, we're human. Like, let's be real here. Has anybody and everybody almost just went and hooked up? Sure. But do I do that every day of the week? No. Do I do it every weekend? I don't think so. Have I done it? Yeah. Maybe twice. My whole life. And I did it when I was in a place of, I don't know, just felt like I'm going out tonight, I'm going to have a really good time. And then it just ended up being a really good time. You know what I mean? And maybe I should have watched what I said or what I was projecting out. Do I regret it? No, I don't regret anything in my life. But was I having fun? Yeah, it was all about having fun. But then on that surface level, people perceive you to be something you're not, right? Well, that's what I'm dealing with. But then I have people who know me on a deeper level who then use that as a manipulation tactic in order to make me feel bad. Why? Well, because I wasn't cared about. I was treated like, you know, nothing. I was treated like I was nothing, okay? So, is that upsetting? Absolutely, it would upset anybody, but I already pulled myself out of that 12-foot hole. Am I going back in there? No, I can't go back in there. But when I was getting triggered by these energies on my path, I'm now bartering because I'm like this. No, I want the clarity now because I'm not, and I didn't put up any videos all weekend, right? What is it, Tuesday evening? Now I'm able to get to do this? No, I wasn't going to. Not until I got clarity and not until I got an answer. Well, guess what? The clarity is off with their head. What do you mean, off with their head? Immediately. I lead by example, right? So it's like, I don't want to be triggered and pop off or anything like that. But I didn't even feel like popping off when they were saying this to me. I was more or less confused, fed up, was just sick of it being shoved in my face, you know? It like feels really bad. It does. It feels bad. And I know I'm a feeling being just like you. I'm not bionic. I might be from a different planet, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. Hopefully. But I'm just like you. So were my feelings hurt? Yeah. I told you, 12-foot ditch. Yeah. That's how bad my feelings were hurt. I figured it out though. Because it's not about the other person validating me or my worthiness. It was me. But what hurt the most was when you project out an intention of like being fed up of being stuck in these karmic cycles with people that like legit were treating me like really bad. Like, and I was in that illusion, that fog of illusion, chasing my own tail, right? And, you know, just here's a piece of candy and then they snatch it back from you, right? And I'm the last person you need to be snatching candy away from, okay? I'll bite your hand off. I'm just kidding. No, I'm serious. I love candy. But, you know, it was like, I don't know. I was just like, you guys are mean. You guys are really mean. You know, now how am I supposed to trust? You know, it's like, wow, that was really mean. Like, that was the meanest thing. And then it continuously slaying in my face. And I'm like this. I'm like, I'm not this person that I'm being made out to be from a surface standpoint. And that's the problem, guys, is that you've been taught these perceptions of judgment of others from a surface level, right? We all do it, and it's not really your internal fault, because your intentions aren't to be like that, because it has to be flipped to understanding how would you like it if it was done to you? How would you like it if you knew what people thought of you when they looked at you? That's why I don't do that, because I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be viewed from a surface level and be considered to be this person I'm not. And I find it to be really funny, because I'm like, who are these people? I must be having out of body experiences again, where, you know, my evil twin, the other Gemini, must be, you know, going out and partying without me because I'm not there, you know. But if I put these group of people together in a room, I'd be like, okay, no, 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 no. Because they were all talking crap about this other person to me, because they couldn't understand why I never talked to them or hooked up with them, but I hooked up with this person. And then this person leaves me dead on the side of the road, making me look further like a fool, okay? So, perceptually, I don't know what they think I am or who they think I am, but if they felt that they were just using me or whatever, I mean, they were sadly freaking mistaken on who I am internally, because my loyalty lies within me first. I have been taken advantage of my whole life. I have been narcissistically abused my whole life. And once I woke up, I was like, hey, what the hell is going on here? I'm telling everybody about it. I'm telling everybody. Because that's my purpose. My purpose is to speak the truth, bring the truth. And do I fear anything happening to me? I'm not that lucky. I'm not afraid to die. Nobody should be afraid to die, okay? But if I even would try to take my own self out, do you know what would happen? I could jump off of the Empire State Building and I would break my finger. Okay, so understand, I'm here for a purpose, so I fear nothing, because I know that my existence here and what it is that I'm doing to help you guys is why I'm here. If leaving here was that easy, I'd have already done it myself. I'm just kidding. No, but I'm serious. Think about it. It's not that easy to get out of here, especially for me. So then I go through all these like circumstances and situations, and I'm like this. I'm like, oh my God, I'm not this person. I'm not this person. Why do I keep being lied on? Why do I keep being lied to? Lied about? Because the energies know who you are when you're living your truth. You got to be awake to them. So now, off with their heads. Call them on their shit immediately. Don't play it off and need to be the bigger. Yeah, be the bigger person for you, but let the malicious energies know who you are. Be awake. Be conscious. Truth path. That's the message this week. Living your truth path. I always have. But that twisted sense there that needed to be sorted, which is why hiatus needed to be sorted. Clarity needed to be gained. What did the clarity needed to be gained for? So that I could understand that when these energies want to approach and want to take stabs at me, so to speak. Why are they taking stabs at me? Well, because there's still jealous energies there. It's envy, jealousy, and their belief was that they had this one circumstance and situation that they could continuously backhandedly use in order to try to tear me down. And that was the last time, because I'm like this. I'm like, you want me to continuously do this? Well, then you bring me some clear-cut freaking answers, because I'm not going to speak the truth any longer if it's always considered to be a lie. Because I've always been made out to be a liar. Lie about what? I tell you all about my life. And my Patreon page, which is going to be launched, it's going to be more or less like a podcast channel. I'm going to do like readings and stuff, but I'm going to be telling you all about all kinds of stories in my life. I have nothing to hide from you. And I'm going to use those stories. And I mean, my life is like a comedy / horror / drama, crime, what is it? Crime, Criminal Minds, conspiracy theories. Oh, yeah, all of it. Mostly comedy, because I told you about having that twisted sense of humor. You need one to survive here. You do. You got to laugh at yourself. I do all the time. You have to. Laugh at yourself. People take life so seriously here, and I can see why. I did. But once I woke up, I was like this. I was like, oh, really? Oh, okay. And then as the veil just thinned and thinned and thinned, and now it's just gone, it's like now I can just see through all of it. And I'm just like, this whole entire place is a complete cluster F. And it needs to be sorted out and cleared. And the host to all of the diseases that spread here, okay, that's what's being dug out now. It's necessary. It was always going to happen. I told you the script was going to flip, and it's been flipping. It has to. It was always going to. Okay? They can only control so much, which is this. If they could put fear in you and make you believe, and make you fear for your life, get on your hands and knees and pray to God. God's like this. Get the hell up and wake up. They make you believe that. That's a fear energy. If you're fearing that you need God to come and save you, that's fear. They want you to do that. They want to hear you say that. Because they're like, yeah, they're fearing. They're praying to God to come save them. No, get the hell up on your feet. Wake up. Be your truth. Live your truth. Get on that truth path. That is your connection to source. That is your connection. Laying down on the ground praying to be saved? Nope. Slowly but surely you'll wake up out of there. Yeah. But when they are like, get on your hands and knees and pray to God to save you and all of this stuff, they did that on purpose. They want you to believe that shit. They want you to believe, because if you're doing that, they're like, they feel like they're winning. Everything's flipped. Understand me. I'm not bullshitting you, okay? I told you. I feel like I've been here a time or two with them. Maybe 10. So I know all about their energies. And I know all about what they did. And I know all about their nastiness. They're nasty. They're disgusting. The most disgusting things that you could possibly think of. Just go to the movies. Just go look at the new movie. What is it, Mother? The movie Mother that came out. Now, do you think that's not real? You don't. Well, then that person who made that movie should just be taken out of here, because they are disgusting. Their mind's gross. To even think to make that type of movie, do you think that these people are brilliant? Or do you think that they're up? I think you should go with the latter. They're telling you all about what they do. People couldn't even stomach that movie, right? I would never go watch that. Go watch it for what? I don't need to. But people were walking out of the movie theater like, what the hell is this shit? They're telling you all about what they do and have been in that movie. And the person who made that movie and directed it, or wrote it, do you think that they just made that up and that's just like some kind of sick fantasy? The fact that someone can even put their mind there in the first place needs to get the hell out of here. Do you understand me? For someone's mind to go to a place like that, there's a problem. That's disgusting. That's not... You want to talk about immoral. Think about that. Think about those nasty movies you've watched. Where'd they get the idea from? Why does their mind even work that way? And you don't want to think that that stuff's not real. There's so many things that you do not know. And you're not supposed to. Because you're not meant to be here to be in that energy field. You're not... If you were, you would have been born into that group of people, because they all know each other. They're all a bunch of liars. They make up stories. Oh, they came from this poor town. No, they're puppets, okay? Their families are, most of them. Look at Matt Damon, I think in it, what's his buddy's name? Ben Affleck. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. You don't really buy that single mom bullshit, do you? They went to school together. They were both like in the CIA. Oh, Jason Bourne movies. What a coincidence. Get the hell out of here. There's nothing that's a coincidence here. Nothing. They love it. It's like this. I told you. The nonfiction is truth. Fiction, it's all true in some way, shape, or form, to be honest with you. But they do it for their entertainment. They wanted to see how sleep they could get you. And all of this stuff can be researched and all of this stuff can be understood. But all you need to understand is frequencies, energies. That's all you need to understand. If you understood numerology on a deeper level when it comes into relation with energies, if you understand that much, you can put the pieces together for yourself and what it is that they did. Okay? But they use it to entertain you. But the frequencies have been screwing with this. And their systematic school, let's just talk about school system real quick. Let me just throw this out there. You go to grade school, like kindergarten, grade school, whatever, and then you go to high school. Isn't it kind of just like being at work? Got to be on time, and if you're not, you get, detention, or 3 late slips to get a detention. Well, if you're late for work, your pay can get docked after so many late slips. You get so many days unpaid, or you get fired. You know, if you did that so many times at school, you get expelled. Then you have what? You got to turn your work in on time. You have homework. So then when you go to work for the man, it's not really feeling that awful to you to take work home with you, even though you're not being paid for it because your mind already used to do homework. Do you get what I'm saying? They did it on purpose. It was all for control, to take over and make you think that you're free. Spare me the bullshit. Are you free? Or are you stuck up in that noisemaker? I know you're stuck up there, but we're going to figure it out, and I'm going to help you clear it out, okay? But let's get into this reading, because I was just meant to talk, and I just felt like talking to you. So I told you, if you're new on my channel, this isn't all about just doing readings. Like, I talk to you about all kinds of things on every level possible, okay? Because I'm really not limited. I don't limit myself. I actually really can't, okay? I wish I could shut my brain off sometimes, but I just can't do it. And, quick, blabbermouth, Stranger Things. Stranger Things. Who can give me the transcript? Someone give me the transcript to Stranger Things 2, so I can decode the whole thing for you. I already decoded some of it, but, you know, I want to watch it, but I don't want to have to. I wrote something, Stranger Things 2. Oh, you don't think they know about energies? Spare me. That whole entire show is now. That whole entire season is all about now, and they talk about love and putting on the emotions, and they got Russia in there, and they got freaking all types of shit. Star Wars, March 22nd, they talk about Star Wars. What's that dude's name? He was born on March 22nd. What is that, the age of Pisces? Oh, everything. I mean, I was like this. I was like, I can't even watch it. I was like, oh my God, everything. But I really like the show. But it's real. Someone give me the transcript. I'll decode the whole thing for you. I can do it in probably 2 hours. But let's get into this reading. Again, I told you. It's just the energies. Just got to know about energies. Energies are intentions. What are you putting out? It's what you're getting back. Okay? You can be consciously aware of that. The ego starts to shed where you're not judging others anymore based off of social standing, based off of race, religion. This is free, guys. Religion? Never knock anybody for their religion, but I always questioned this even when I was a child. I was like, well, if everybody's religion believes in a God source and then heaven or hell, but if you don't believe what they believe that you can't be saved. You have to be part of their. I said, well, then doesn't that mean that everybody's going to hell? Because we all don't believe in the same religion? Hello? You're already here. Yeah. Think about that. But what is it all based around? Faith in what? Faith and trust into the source that you came here from. Love. What are you connected to? What has been taken from here? Or not taken, it's still here, clearly. The Earth's still here. What was controlled here? The negative energies came in and took over control of what? Your mind? Because this can manipulate your love. But unconditional love is of self, not contingent on another person. Yes. Nobody can make you feel unconditionally loved if you put conditions on yourself. Those conditions you put on yourself are based off of using another person as your focal point to the reason why you feel anything. That's conditional love. You're putting a condition on yourself in order to feel good. When the other person doesn't do it based off of your conditioning, you feel bad. Wrong way. It's not about that. It's just not. I understand. It's a hard concept to grasp. It is. There's so many ways that I could put it. But it all comes back to one thing, and it's you in relation to you. Unconditional love of self. That's the test of time, okay? Because that's the script that's flipping. You weren't taught that. You weren't taught in that belief system since your existence here. You weren't. Well, hi, I woke up. Now I'm going to tell you all about it. And I have been, okay? So let's see what we got here. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Yes. We know. They're yours. But this other person, reconciliation, is the person what? Shared. Follow me here. Listen. Shared. Not given nor earned. They didn't give you the feeling and take it away from you. It was a shared desire. It was a frequency. Magnets. Desire, desire. Belief, belief. Heart. What's the belief? Well, depends. What's your programming? Distance, age, cultural background. Close your freaking eyes. None of it matters. It's not real. None of that's real. Control. Control. Family controlling. Belief systems programmed by family. Things of that nature. Why? Well, lots of reasons. Most, if not all, don't even know they did it or doing it or participating in it. But our generation was the target. So, if you're like in your, I don't know, early 60s, 70s, you were conditioned, but you were conditioned by control also. And then it kind of just got even more and more controlling. And that's why there's so many rules and laws and regulations. There's a law on top of a law. There's so many new rules every day. I'm like, oh, just pencil that in. I'm like, I don't know what that rule is. I was like, that's made up. Well, no, it's right here in this handbook, made up. Just put rules on top of rules in order to do what? More control, less freedom, less freedom. Your freedom has been withering away to nothing. You just weren't realizing it because you're just following along with the system. Who are they? Why do they get to make all the rules? Why? And then we go and we vote Democrat or Republican. Spare me the bullshit. You guys can't really think that shit's real. And the black and white shit, come on. Close your eyes. The system is all backwards. It is. Why do you fight their wars? Let them fight each other. Greedy ass. Crazy ass. What did Wonder Woman say? What did Wonder Woman say? I wanted to stand up in the movie theater. I was like, is everybody hearing what she's saying? She was like, you get down there and fight on the line with your men, not sit up here in your office with your dictatorship. Dictating. Exactly. They started the shit. But then your belief is you're saving your country. No. All wrong. No. They want you to believe that. They want you to live in fear that those people are trying to attack us when it's your people in your country that started it in the first place. And then their greedy asses want to take everybody else's resources because you can't share. You have to take control. And it all comes from a host, a core. And it spread like a disease. No more. But it's your belief. Fear. Fear lives here. Truth lives here. This can believe this. If you could stop focusing on what everybody else thinks you should be doing and go and live your truth. I've been living a lie my whole life. I've been living my truth, but I've been living a perceived lie. Do you understand me? This is why I understand all about what's going on with you internally. I've been living my truth, but always been made out to be a liar. Lied on, lied to, lied about. Perceived to be something that I am internally not. Well, guess what? Hi, always been here. Same person. Same exact person I always have been. Just not afraid to speak my truth. Not afraid. Afraid of who? Afraid of what? What are they going to do? Please. Like I said, it's not that easy for me to get out of here. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. Can't happen. What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of being happy? Why? Trust issues? Well, it's warranted. But you just have to trust you. That's the key to everything. Do you trust your decisions? Do you trust your feelings? Something doesn't feel good if something feels off. You, in fact, are correct. Look further into the situation then. If it feels good and it's free flowing and it was fun and it was easy, then trust that. Because that right there brings you to the reconciliation. We don't have coincidences here. This reconciliation card has been coming out for a while now. Okay? So feelings are real. They're real. Realists think here. The good ones and the bad ones. I will continuously say that until it starts clicking. Because the good feelings got covered up by the bad feelings in order to control them, in order to make you feel unworthy, to make you feel as if you can't. Do you understand that every single person here in existence holds something inside of them that another person does not? Pieces to a puzzle, okay? You don't need to learn this out of a book. You just know how to do it. My brother, for example, okay? He can take computers apart and build computers and do all the coding and all that. He just knows how to do it. Nobody taught him. He just knows. That's how his mind works. You understand? So everybody here has some sort of ability that nobody has to teach you how to do it. You can just do it. But the systematic belief is that you only have so many options here, and you're wanting to live your truth, but how do you do it? Well, you just start taking action towards it. Start taking action towards it. You have a belief inside of you that feels good, and you know that you can make a difference in this world. Why the hell are you not living it? Because you're afraid that what your family will think? Lead by example. Be part of the solution, not part of the problem. Listen, guys, I'm preaching. This felt out like this. No lie to you. I can get it. Just like this. Should I be done? It's almost an hour, but blabbermouth. I like to talk, so what? Don't watch my channel. You know that I love you guys. The trolls need to beat it, though. I can't. Listen, look at this. I'm about to be done here, okay? This is on the brink. It's been building for so long. There's so much momentum behind this reconciliation with these soulmates. The problem is, what? I know what the problem is. Do you know what the problem is? Holding on to old karmic relationships. Holding on to old false-based beliefs. Are your feelings you shared with this person in fact real? There's your reconciliation. But it's you in relation to you without your focal point being on this other person. That's what you must understand. The other person is not responsible for how you feel at any given time. They activated pain within you in order to get it out, so that all you were left with was unconditional love of self. That is the test of freaking time. If they or you choose to stay in karmic partnerships where you are in and out with the same partner 3-4 times over, cheated on each other, just all lower level energies in beliefs, then that energy with that person stays stagnant, but that doesn't mean it has to stay stagnant within you. Only one person needs to change. Only one person needs to heal internally in order to shift the energies. That is the truth. Think of it like magnets. Okay? But I'm telling you this right now. This has been coming up. And now we got feelings, reconciliation with the soulmate. Come on. In order to do what? Go ahead and make the romantic gesture and express your love to this person. Yeah. One person is more in tune with their feelings than the other. I intuitively know that, okay? I just feel that. One person is more in tune with their feelings than the other. They know how they feel, but there's an issue with the connection. You want to know what the issue is? Your problem with the connection is that you believe that you won't be satisfied in or happy until this person returns. You're trusting your feelings, but you're not trusting the reconciliation. Yeah, that's the problem, okay? In order for the reconciliation to not break apart again, because reconciliations will happen. They're tests, small tests. The longer apart, the bigger the lesson there. Do you understand? So you guys aren't codependent on each other. You're not in the same area. It was done on purpose because you're not driving past and stalking their house if they live in another state. I would hope not. If you're doing that, stop it. I'm just kidding. I really hope you're not. But yeah, like, you're not stalking this person. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's about understanding that, hey, all those feelings that you were sharing, they were yours and they were theirs and it was a shared frequency, and then the noisemaker got involved, and your family and your belief system. And then what? Oh, you made some bad choices. You made some choices that maybe you wish you never had made, or you did or you didn't. But the one thing that we know is real is those feelings, and they were shared on a frequency with another person who shares the same type of desires and feelings. You can't share them with another person. It's not the same type of connection. It's different. You know that. If you've been in karmic partnerships prior to meeting the soulmate, and or still in a karmic partnership before you met the soulmate, then you know the feeling itself cannot go away. It doesn't go away. It was a shared frequency. Yes. So let's see if there are any more. I mean, we should just be done here. We got feelings are real, reconciliation, soulmate. No, because you need the guidance. This is the problem. This is what my purpose is. Yeah, your feelings are real. You get the reconciliation with the soulmate. Then what? It falls apart again? Why? Well, belief system's still screwed up. What did I just say? Deception. Somebody's wearing a false mask. What did I say about needing this guidance? Expressing your love, not wearing a false mask, speaking your truth, not using the other person as your focal point, because you deceive your own self then. The only person you can ever deceive is your own self, because your belief is that that other person is responsible for how you feel. If they're not giving you what it is that you believe, which is what? To concede and just be with you? No. It's not about that. It's about speaking your truth, being your truth, speaking from the I standpoint. You, in relation to you, in connection to the other person, talk it out. The past, water under the bridge. But you can't just, oh, now you're going to float on freaking rainbows and eat ice cream cones. I mean, that sounds amazing, but like, no. Because it's not about codependency. It's not about that. It's about understanding shared frequencies. You're sharing feelings, okay? They're your feelings and they're their feelings, and the desire was in direct connection because you both wanted somebody like who you met, but you weren't expecting them to be in the wrapping paper they were, so to speak. Close your freaking eyes. It's not about that. Now, of course, you're attracted to each other. That's how you even noticed each other in the first place. It has to be connected through the eye source, because you're here as a human having this experience, right? But it's not about that. It's not. It's about this. This thing up here got you all screwed up. Take off that deceptive mask and stop deceiving yourself. Because you shared passion with this person. So allow your freaking heart and soul to sing with joy. Again, I was told I'm done there. But at the bottom of the deck, we have children. Your love life is being affected by children. Children could be playing a factor in this. One may have children. You both might have children. You might have children together. It doesn't matter. But children are involved. This is another factor that's been playing in these relationships. But there's a need here in order to get to know each other and deepen this bond. As you reveal your innermost selves, your bond deepens. So maybe you need to reveal your innermost self to the person you had a child with or have children with, and or this person just has a child, and this could have been part of your belief system that you can't be together because of children. Let's be real here. Stop that, okay? There are people just like you, okay? They are. Lead by example. Remember, you're showing them what real, true shared love is, not conditional. Understand? Okay? So, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves, your bond deepens. Okay? So, needing to deepen the bond here, because you are, in fact, on a spiritual journey. But you could be allowing finances and career. You could be allowing karmic marriages. Your belief system on this path is exactly what's blocking. Check it. You need to deepen the bond on this spiritual path, but you could be allowing religious beliefs, finances and career, karmic marriages, children, all of that block you deepening the bond with this other person. So you're needing to remain optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, because you are in fact with separation from the person, but there's a new path available to you. But what's blocking? We never have coincidences here, and these cards seem to come out like this for me all the time, and it's not a coincidence, it's a design. Because unrequited love, which we know is lack of love of self, is the lesson. You deserve love, you're lovable, but you feel this because your belief system of this other person is what's blocking. The new path is available to you. You're in separation from the person, but the new path is here because this person stirred that within you. What did they stir? They stirred conflicting energies. The only reason you feel this unrequited love is based off of the fact that you need to understand this. Stop putting conditions on yourself, okay? Because by a divine design, a decision is going to be made very soon. And the lesson here is to understand the safety of love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Forgive your parents. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Heal those family issues. Heal that false base belief system. And have trust and faith in the unfolding. Okay? So, understand. Your feelings are freaking real. So, I am going to do a cartomancy path here. Okay? And I'm being told it's going to be more or less guidance. In relation to it just could be like something that could be causing blockages. It's not so much going to be, I'm being told, read the signs as energies, not so much about just their sign in relation to another sign. I'm supposed to say that for a random circumstances situation reading, okay? That's what I'm picking up on. So I'm going to do a path here in regards to what could be going on here this week in regards to energies that are blocking, that are needing to be cleared and or need to be understood on a deeper level is what I'm being told, okay? So let's see what comes out here. The transformation card is at the bottom of the deck, but it's in the upside down position. This is indicating that very soon by divine design, this is in direct connection to that. Why? Because a decision needs to be made. There's a death and a rebirth. What's that mean? Okay, it's a death to the old way in which you were living and a rebirth into your new belief system, so to speak. But it's not so much about, it's about trusting your feelings, right? So the death and the rebirth, this is the transformative card, okay? But there is worry and there's worry and anxiety attached to this card. What is the worry and anxiety surrounding? Needing to verbally communicate with this person who in fact could live at a distance, okay? Why is this like this in this lineup here, okay? This is the worry and anxiety because there's someone that lives at a distance that you want to verbally communicate with, okay? This also indicates moving to a new home, foundation building, okay? But the worry and anxiety is around what? Needing to break down our established mind thought patterns when it comes to relationships, okay? What did I just say about the belief system? We don't have coincidences here, ever, okay? The transformative card is in the upside down position because that is the hurdle to get over. You have to break down your established mind thought patterns when it comes to relationships because you could in fact be stuck in an old karmic partnership, an old energy here, which I'm going to get to. But this is indicating taking that consciousness, breaking this down, ridding, I hope that you can still hear me, ridding the worry and the anxiety, okay? Understanding that you are being guided in order to transform, that this is by divine design, remember? Making that decision. This is that transformative energy. This is Cupid, the bringer of loving messages, okay? This is indicating wanting to bring those loving messages, and or you could in fact be dealing with a child situation with the person you have worry and anxiety over, which could be this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, masculine energy. This is an energy, remember? So you could have worry and anxiety over this person, okay? But there's a need here in order to speak truth. This also indicates passion. This also indicates needing to be truthful, fair, and honest. So there could have been a child that manifested with this king here, this spade energy, okay, colder energy. But this person's very analytical, okay? They think things through a lot. So they could have disconnected themselves and being a bit cold, but understand that it's not due to the fact that their energies, and that their feelings aren't real. It's due to the fact that they're afraid. Okay, understand. They're afraid of their feelings. They're afraid of the connection. That's where this worry and anxiety comes from because there could have been a child that manifested here. Okay, understand this is by a divine design. So even though there's lack of communication with this person, there could have been some jealous, possessive energies around here too that needed to be worked out. This is in fact being spiritually guided because the feelings are in fact mutual. But here's that very soon a choice needs to be made, right? Because you're in separation, a choice needs to be made. Because there's healing, steady improvements, happy surprises, and a second chance to redo what was not done in the beginning. And as the efforts are made and action is taken, your efforts are, your efforts are then rewarded because you make it to the soulmate. Okay? Now, understand here, I was guided in order to go through the bottom of the deck. So that's one scenario here, okay? That's one scenario in relation to energy. So there could be a child situation dealing with an air element, okay? You were passionate with this person. They're at a distance, but you're being spiritually guided, even though you're in lack of communication with this person, in order to have healing and have a new beginning here, okay? And that healing is warranted over a group of people. So there could have been other people involved, family, things of that nature, because you got the healing family issue card, okay? Now, from the bottom of the deck, we got the transformative card and we have the travel card, right? But we have worry and anxiety over this, right? Now, what I'm being shown here is that there is a King of Hearts, which is a water energy, okay? So we have this, this water energy, and he's looking directly, this is like a loving energy, okay? Looking directly at evaluating before taking action. What are they evaluating before taking action towards? They want to communicate in order to resolve problems with the person that they started a romance of the soul with, okay? But the issue at hand is that there was a third party involved. There were 3 people involved in this connection. So there were third party involvements. But the person they started a romance of the soul with is the person they're not in communication with. So understand, this is how this came out. So they're evaluating before taking action. This is the energy that's evaluating, right? Because they want to communicate in order to resolve problems with the person they started a romance of the soul with, but there were third-party involvements, meaning This person could have had a third party. The other person could have had a third party. There just could have been third parties all up in your business. It doesn't matter, okay? But you started a romance of the soul, but it's in the upside down, meaning it's not connected right now, which is why this heart energy is evaluating before taking the action, okay? Why? Because others' wishes and desires were affecting your soulmate connection. Again, this is another storyline here where there's other people involved. We've got the third party. Others' wishes and desires were affecting your connection. This indicates a complete ending in order to have a brand new beginning. This also indicates moving to a new home. So does the Six of Clubs, okay? Others' wishes and desires were affecting your connection with this energy here, okay? The person who there could need to be a complete ending with is this Queen of Diamonds. This is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but this is a diamond energy. This is somebody who could be draining this King of Hearts energy financially. So this person could be the person that they are moving away from, okay? This indicates a complete ending to no return. We don't have coincidences here because at the bottom of the deck we had what? We had the Death card. We had the Death and the Rebirth, which I now may have knocked on the floor because I can't find it. Doesn't matter. The Ace of Spades, that was in the upside down, okay? This is in relation to that same card, okay? This is a complete ending in order to have a brand new beginning. Complete ending with who? This Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Right? Okay? So this person is the person who is in relation to this third party with the water energy. This person could just be somebody who's egotistically focused. They could be very money focused or whatever. This person, this water heart energy, okay, this could be karmic, marriage, partner, doesn't matter. This person is moving away from this energy, ending it with this energy because they now realize that they started a romance of the soul, okay? Because this indicates a physical union with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but this Queen of Spades energy. This can be, you know, an energy, very analytical also, can appear cold, emotionless, but not, okay? It's all perception, right? So this Queen of Diamonds energy here, which could be Earth, is ending with the water, which could just be that, you know, that loving, caring energy there, okay? They're now understanding that their connection with this air sign or with this energy here that didn't show their emotions is the person they want to return to. This is a physical return. But they have to completely end this energy first and then physically return to this air energy here, the Queen of Spades. But the thing is that they're evaluating before taking this action because they're coming to terms now with their feelings. It's all linking together. You following me here? We have feelings are real and worth exploring. We're evaluating before taking action because we now understand we started a romance of the soul, but there were third-party involvements, right? Yeah, get it? Now we have reconciliation with a Queen of Spades energy, okay? Somebody who's, it could just be the energy. It doesn't have to be that sign. But understand, if it's connecting, it's connecting. But it was just, these two people have a soulmate connection, but there were other people involved in the connection. This heart energy now, this masculine heart energy is now coming to terms with that and understands that he's ending something karmic here. Because this is an ending to no return. End it, no return to this energy because this energy has to end in order to reconcile. So you can't bring karmic partnerships to the reconciliation. You can't bring it to the union. No, sorry. All karmic energies have to be gone. All karmic partnerships have to be gone if you're coming to the union, okay? This is indicating that's what their wishes and desires are. They want this reconciliation, right? Their wishes and desires, oops, I can't do this. Their wishes and desires are to have this reconciliation, right? Okay? But they're feeling fenced in and sick and tired of an unhealthy situation. Why? Well, remember we had the children card. The Nine of Hearts can also indicate a child. This is the reconciliation, the union, physical union. With this, there could be a child involved with this energy here. This could be the unhealthy situation, okay? But this is in fact a spiritual journey. This also indicates distance, okay? So this person lives at a distance. This is why there's this, but this nines like this also, the nines and the fours, These are both numbers that indicate, these 4s are the foundations and the 9 indicate approaching completion because you're on a spiritual journey. Remember, we have the spiritual journey card too, okay? Unhealthy situation, our wishes and desires are to reconcile with this person, okay? But this indicates a careful plan being put into place. Not pushing things, but wanting future success with this person. What does this person want? Well, this person wants to come into union. This is the union card. This is the love card. This is the final completion, the soulmate reconciliation. Understand? Where's the deception lie? Well, the deception lies here in the fact that they're not pushing things, but they want this. They want what? They want this. So we begin with a cautionary card. We're evaluating before taking action. But our plan is we want to be with this person. But we're being cautious. Why? Because we want to end with this. We want to express our love. But you're not pushing things and you want future success. This is that deceptive mask. This is that backhanded card. So you got deception and express your love. Union, reconciliation, soulmate. What do you do? What do you do? Well, you're evaluating before taking the action, but what the cards are telling me is you already know what to do. Follow your heart. What's this reading all about anyway? Well, what did I say it was? Truth path? It's all about your path. You're paving it. Are you living your truth or are you living a lie? Are you living it for social standing? That's a lie. Are you living it for others? That's a lie. Are you living it by following your heart? Then you're on the truth path. But nobody can pave that path but you. You can evaluate it all day before you take any action towards it. But if you know that you need to end something in order to make it to your soulmate, well, then why the heck aren't you doing it? I don't know. I mean, I do and I don't. But all I can say is that you carry the truth within inside of you. Your heart will never fail you, but this thing will kill you. That's the truth. Okay? So, this is the end. I will be back tomorrow at some point. If you ordered a reading with me, as soon as your reading is uploaded, the link will be sent to you. If you did in fact contact me, I will be in contact back with you. If you need a reading or anything of that nature, look in the drop box below is all the information. When the Patreon page does launch, I will put up a short video in order to, well, we can figure it out together. Listen, baby steps, right? We'll figure it out. We'll work it out. The videos will be up because people are bugging me for help. Listen, I'm here. I'm not leaving you, okay? Chill. I know all about abandonment issues. I would never abandon. So, and you know that I love you guys. Oh, and I wanted to give a shout out to Wayne. I'm sorry, I almost forgot. It just hit me. Wayne always writes funny comments, and he was emailing me, and he's hysterical. And if there was a way in which I could put up the picture he sent me of this chair with seatbelts in it, on it. It's like a computer chair with a seatbelt on it because he made a comment, you know, he gets ready for me to get in there and start doing the reading or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I was just laughing out loud last night. It was so funny. So I just want to give a shout out to Wayne because you always make me laugh. All of you guys do. And you know I love you all equally. But I did tell Wayne I would give him a shout out. So there's your shout out, Wayne. All right. I love you guys. Bye.